Okay, here this book arrived on Thursday, I think, and it's called Star Wars Toys, a Super Collector's Wish book, and it's by Jeffrey T. Carlton, and he's printed books before about collections, and this book's just going to focus on the Star Wars action figures. It's from America. US price is $40. I got it for about $25. Came to about $27 off Amazon UK, and it's all about just the toys. So it's a really good book. If you're familiar with the Super Collector Wish book, you're going to see that he's used a lot of the same photography. You can see here the 12-inch vintage figures from 78 to 80. The Japanese Medicom figures there. So this book's just a treasure trove of toys. Starts off with all the 12-inch figures. You've got the Power of the Force 12-inch figures there. The Episode 1 12-inch figures. The Power of the Jedi. You've even got the Gentle Giant 12-inch figures, jumbo figures there. And what else have you got? The Saga Collection 12-inch figures. And then you go into Sideshow. This massive book is about 400 pages, so I'm going to have to go through this pretty fast to give you an idea of what this book's like. All very interesting. You've got all the action figure accessories and creature sets and stuff like that. All very nice to look at. Just shows you how massive the Star Wars toy collecting industry has been, putting out huge amounts of toys. You've got European box Death Star Escape there, and Detention Block Rescue. Got both of those, plus the US versions as well. And what else? Other bits and bobs. It's a really good book. Let's see. More ships and stuff like that. Oh, most of these are quite modern things. The 30th anniversary packaging. Dagger Squadron B-Wing, the TIE Interceptor Legacy Collection. And then here's quite interesting, page 46, it goes on to the sort of all the different card backs from 78 to present. So you start off with the 12-back Luke, the Empire Strikes Back Leia, Return of the Jedi, R5, Power of the Force, Droids, Ewoks, and then we start with Power of the Force in 95, Green Card, Shadows, Expanded Universe with the action slide. What are those ones? They're flashbacks. Then you've got Comtech, Episode 1 figures, then Power of the Jedi, Saga Blue cards, the Clone Wars Realistic and Clone Wars Animated, Revenge of the Sith, they missed out OTC, Saga Collection, TAC, 30th Anniversary Collection, Saga Legends, then you've got 30th Anniversary, Legacy Collection, Clone Wars in the first type of card it was on, and then you've got Legacy Collection Saga Legends, Legacy Collection Saga Legends there, the blue packaging, and then the Clone Wars. Then you've got all the loose vintage figures, all nice to look at. Then you've got the carded vintage figures. These are just really nice to look at. You've got all the Clipper figures, 12 backs. You've got Brazilian Glass Lighty, Italian Harbour. They're pretty rare. And you've got all the Kenner US vintage Star Wars figures. So many. Another page of that. The Han Solos there. The Leias, the Lukes. You've got all the different Lukes you could get, including the Gunner card. Luke with brown hair, Hoth, X-Wing, all the other figures, Sam Person, R5, D4, and even more. At the bottom there you've got really rare Canadian cards with both logos, the French and English. And then you've got some listing of different figures, Japanese, French, tri-logo. Then you go into Power of the Force, Italian Power of the Force, Guerre Stelliari, European or UK packaging. the green figures, green cards, more green cards, and then the freeze frame powder force, more figures. Just gotta go through this really fast. Multi-figure for packs, episode 1 stuff, more episode 1, huge amount of figures. Episode 1 Europeans and Canadian, the ones with the extra figure, bonus pit droid or battle droid. These are nice figures. These are the Power of the Jedi cards, really nice set. Power of the Jedi, Power of Jedi accessories, Saga Blue, a lot of Saga Blue figures, including E-Font Man up there. Lots of more Power of the Jedi, Saga Blue, later Saga Blue releases. Nice figures there. Then multi-figure packs, Clone Wars, OTC, so they have the OTC, the US releases and the Canadian releases. Really nice figures. Post OTC, including the Sand Trooper, which are the most expensive one out of that lot. Revenge of the Sith figures, Revenge of the Sith accessories, multi-figure packs, Saga 2006 figures, even more 2006 figures, Galactic Hunt multi-figure packs, TAC 2007, really nice set this lot, Saga Legends again, Ultimate Galactic Hunt figures, Canadian cards, multi-figure packs, including the tins, the figures that came in tin sets, nice. More odds and ends, Unleashed, Saga Legends with coins, Clone Wars figures, first appearance of the Clone Wars figures, multi-figure packs, Legacy Collection 2009, 2008, really nice figures. Some nice figures on this range, including Battle Damage Vader, great figure. Multi-figure packs, but hot stuff here. Then you've got Clone Wars in this packaging. All these Clone Wars figures. More battle packs and odds and ends, multi-figure packs. Legacy Collection. Really nice figures on this one. Saga Legends. Battle packs again. Then the blue cards. Saga Legends 2010. These are Clone Wars ones actually. Clone Wars. Multi-figure packs. And then Saga Legends. Got quite a lot of these ones. Then you've got the comic packs. Huge load of comic packs that have been released. And this makes you think how many have been released. More multi-figure packs. Evolutions packs. Disney stuff. Star Wars Disney figures. Odds and ends like the Scout Trooper from Battlefront. The Christmas figures. VOTC figures. Then the 2010, 2011 vintage collection figures, really nice, and more of them there. And then some bootleg figures, more bootlegs. Action Fleet's Micro Machines, more Action Fleet, Titanium diecast. Kenner diecast metal figures, more odds and ends, head knockers. I got that one for £2 in Model Zone, the Greedo. More odds and ends, Lego figures, Lego multi-packs, ships and stuff like that. Lego stuff's well expensive, but there's As you can see, there's tons of it. Coins, it goes into coins. Excellent. Coins again. Action Fleet collector ships. That one's worth a lot of money. He's got that at $290. Other toys and stuff like that. Art things, craft stuff. More painting stuff. Dolls, collector dolls. Force Attackix or whatever it's called. Got none of this. Bendums. These just came out around '94, so there's quite a lot of Bendums. Gift sets. Larger scale figures. Force Battlers. Galactic Heroes. Galactic Heroes, the more Galactic Heroes. Huge amount of Galactic Hero stuff. Really, if you're into Star Wars vintage or modern stuff, this book's just a treasure trove, and it's just focusing on toys. All the different bits and bobs you could get. Kubricks, Japanese figures that Luke I've just got recently. Other figures in the line, ones that come in little boxes. The Boba Fett. I've got the J-Slot Boba Fett Rocket exclusive. The metal figures. Just did a review of the Darth Maul. There it is, that one there. And I've got the IG-88 as well. Mighty Beans, Mighty Mugs, Star Wars Mighty Mugs, if you're into those. Mini figures. I've got that's from Spain, that C3PO. Other bits and bobs. Mini figures. Unlicensed stuff that's been licensed. The Applause figures. Got two of those Sandpaper people. Other things. Vinyl dolls, the Takara 8-inch figures, the Unleashed figures. Look how many of them there are. Huge amount of those. They're really good figures. They're more like statues actually. Great for displaying. Other toys, Unleashed. Flying discs, frisbees, I guess. Games. I've got that one. Adventures of R2-D2, the Canadian box. That was my sister's, but it's now mine. Okay, games and stuff like that, chess, electronic games, what else have we got? Kites, the micro collection, best in world, all those things. Really, those are quite hard to find. All the micro machine ships. I've got a lot of these because these came out before Power of the Force back in '95, so you know you had to collect these. All the like little transforming headsets, Episode 1 stuff. These are quite nice little sets, and then all the 3 packs of the ships, Italian versions, oddities, the gold packs, the titanium series. Loads of these came out. Cool. X-Ray Fleet. If you're around 93, 94, the model kits. Stuff from the 70s, 80s and 90s. Plush dolls. Let's see, we're on page 357 now. Let's see if we can get through this whole book. More toys and premiums from McDonald's and Burger King and places like that. Give a View show. Puzzle kits, Star Wars puzzle kits, very nice. Stuff from the 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties. All very interesting if you're a Star Wars geek. So if you love Star Wars, this book's, and you're into the toys, and you don't want to get a book that SSP, I've done a review of these two loose, so you know, that R2-D2, I've got a review of that. Okay, so back to this book. It's a great book, and here we've got the West End game figure packs from the 80s, and the figures you could paint. More recent releases for role-playing games are role-playing gear, transfer sets. Some of those are UK Transformers. If you're into Transformers. The original Kenner diecast. So you've got the TIE Bomber there, which is really rare. I've got it loose. The TIE Fighter. I've got 4 of those carded. The Cloud Car and the Land Speeder. I've got a couple of Land Speeders and Vader's TIE Fighter. Okay, so here's a nice thing to look at. Star Speeder 3000 from Disney Star Wars ride. Star Wars flying rockets. Star Wars Japanese little space alloy ships. The blasters, weapons, lightsabers. Look how many lightsabers there's been. All the Kenner ones, all the Hasbro ones, and now the more realistic ones, more weapons, including the guns from the 70s. 3-position rifle, that's the original one from 78, 79. Wicked toy. Never had it though. Wind up figures, and then we reach the end of the book. Now it goes on to articles about collecting and stuff like that. All very nice to look at. Star Wars metal slingers, medallions, paper crafts, more paper crafts, stuff about the micro machines, the blue snaggletooth, the variation with the boot. Just got a nice AFA 75 blue snag for a good price. The trading cards, stuff from New Zealand and Australia, Scanlons, trading cards, ice cream wrappers, then the index, people that contributed, and more for next time. So overall, this is a really good book. I think it's a great book, and I'd highly recommend it. $40 in the US, and you know, so it's a good book. It's got pretty comprehensive. It's got most things. It's got a few areas that are a bit lacking. I wish it had more of the vintage foreign cards, which I'm well into, like Palatoy and Meccano. It's got a few shots, but nothing much. It's got the Italian Power of the Force figures. They're nice. Droids, Japanese little box poppies, the Argentinian ones. I've got the Stormtrooper AFA 85 on YouTube. The Meccano Jawa, easy to find that one. Palatoy, it has the prices for Palatoy, it just doesn't have many pictures. And then this is really nice though, the variations of the Kenner 78 to 85 figures, really nice. It's got that layer, nice figure there. The Luke, the Han Solos, finally got the small-headed Han this year. R2-D2 original, Anakin Skywalker, he's worth a fortune on that card. Darth Vader, just got him on the 12-back, AFA 75 with a Takara sticker. As I said before, the Brazilian cards, the Italian, hasn't got much about Lady Lede, and they're like heavily collected, the Mexican cards. So still, this is a great book, and you've got powerful, the Force stuff, you've got everything. So it's quite balanced. It's got modern stuff, it's got vintage stuff, it's got all these cool looking ships, and I really like this, even though it misses out the OTC. It's a great great page. Shows you all the different cards. It's a bit out of date now because you've got more, like the vintage collection and stuff like that. But this is a good book for $40 or about £27. You can't go wrong with this. It's, you know, it's a real treasure trove. So gets a thumbs up from me. Published by Schiffer, yeah, and it's by Jeffrey T. Carlton, and it's just out this year. There's the back of the book. Great book. And it says that, I'll read what it says at the back. It says, assembled for the first time are all the Star Wars toys from a galaxy far, far away. This edition focused solely on the Star Wars toys, with the thorough text and exhaustive listings dedicated to the documentation and exposure of generations of favourites from around the world. Over 8,600 colour photos, many not seen in any publication, help to decipher from the common to the rare and exotic at local shops online and abroad. Covered here are toys ranging from action figures and their vehicles to weapons and toys and yo-yos. Designed as an independent authority on Star Wars toys from 1977 to 2012, this book is a complimentary companion to Star Wars Super Collector's Wish Book. For anyone with a passion for toys past and present, or the epic Star Wars film, this book is a rare gem. Okay. So overall, I'd give this book about 8 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's a very good book. And as you can see, it's pretty exhaustive. It's got the Gentle Giant figures there, the jumbo ones. They're quite nice. So you need a massive amount of space to store them. You've got all the 12-inch figures, then you've got the accessories. So it's a good book. It's far-ranging. There's a new book coming out. I should get that this week, hopefully. It's by Sansui, and that just focuses on all the action figures, and that's going to probably most likely trump this book. So, but if you're a massive Star Wars head and you collect all this stuff, then this is something you should consider because it's so comprehensive and exhaustive. I'm exhausted looking through all the pages, but you know, so. And it's all colour photography, it's good pictures, good photography, the pictures are the right size, there's a lot of writing, the writing's a bit small, and sometimes you have to flick back and forth between the pages to find the actual listing. Prices are in US dollars, and the prices are reasonable. I mean, I think they're more at the low end of what stuff's really worth, you know. But pricing is, I guess, guided by the Americans, and because I think over here stuff tends to be a lot more expensive in the UK, so you know, it's up to you how much you're willing to pay for something. Some things never come up, some things are really common, so it's up to you. It does list actually the Mexican stuff and the Palatoy stuff, but it doesn't have enough pictures of those things. Japanese little boxes, the double pack, Kenner. So, yeah, I'd say it's a good book. I mean, you know, it's hard to get. We used to be able to get Lee's AFA action figure news quite easy. In the UK now, it's like published only 5 times a year, and that's not really that well updated anymore. And that's not exclusively about Star Wars, so you know, this is probably one of the best sources to go to. I think someone in America bought this book and they really gave it the thumbs down, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give it a thumbs up and say it's a good book. And if you're into Star Wars figure collecting, modern or vintage or both, which I am, then you can't go wrong with this book because it's got all the figures from a whole range. So you've got all the Power of the Jedi figures here, the major variations like the Biker Scout with the blast stain, and you know, so if you wanted to, you know, look at a certain era, like a certain year maybe of action figures, you can just go to that chapter and just look at it. So you've got all the sort of later release Saga Blue figures, and then you've got all the accessories that came with them, and multi-figure packs and exclusives and stuff like that. And then you've got the OTC, These are really nice figures, both the US and Canadian variations, plus the post-OTC, then the Revenge of the Sith. You know, can't go wrong with this book. So, you know, I mean, as you can see on the pages, the pictures are great, and you can't go wrong with this. So, you know, if you're interested, it's about £30 in the UK, $40 in the States. You never know, you might be able to get it for cheaper. Alright, cheers, bye.